Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Away Day Diaries. If you're new to the channel, I'm Rhys, this is Jonny, and what we're doing this year is we're following the FA Cup from the very first game all the way to the final in Wembley Stadium. Today, we've made it to the first round proper, and we're travelling to see Rhys and Yeading versus Sutton United.
Okay, so as we said, yeah, we're going back to Rhys and Yeading, and they play Sutton United. Both teams are actually doing really well this year, so this should be a really good game. Of course, Sutton are higher up in the league. They're now a Football League club, so it's their first year in the league.
Time, yeah,
absolutely. So I guess they're going to be starting as favourites, but having seen Rhys and Yeading twice in both games against Dorking, they do have a really, really good side. Very strong, very quick, good down the middle. They seem to play down the middle a lot. So it should be an entertaining game. First time we've been to Rhys, for Rhys' ground in the daytime, so I guess it'll probably look the same, of course, but I'm hoping the quality of video will be a little bit better this time around. So we're looking forward to it. Rhys have been very good to us in the build-up to the game, as have all the clubs that we've been involved with, really. So we can't wait to get there. We'll do our normal filming, so we're fingers crossed we have another interview with the manager coming up when we get there. Now, in terms of drive, it's interestingly enough, it's about 2 hours 40 minutes, but only one road from our house to Rhys, because we live on the back of the M4, and we're travelling down the M4 to Rhys, and the ground is literally about a mile off Junction 3, so it's only one road, but it's still a bit of a trek. Weather is dull, trying to rain, but holding off at the moment. I've learned my lesson from the last time I went to Rhys when it chucked it down, so I've got about 3 different coats in the boot, depending on what the weather's going to be like. So should be a good game. Yeah. Really looking forward to it. Yeah. Your first time to Rhys?
It is, and similar to the last round, I'm actually really pleased that they were drawn at home. Never been. It's another tick off my grounds list. Yeah, and just another chance to see a different club. Different players, and yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah. So we'll catch up with you shortly. Fingers crossed the rain holds off, and yeah, let's get cracking.
See you in a bit. Alright, so here we are, we've made it to Rhys and Yeading, and it's freezing cold. As you can see, we're both in massive coats. It is very chilly. Journey down was great. It ended up being 2 hours and a bit.
Yeah.
Really smooth, no traffic, no issues. And yeah, we're here a few hours early to have a little mooch around and see what Rhys and Yeading's got to offer. Mm-hmm. On to a bit of history of Sutton now, the opponents today of Rhys and Yeading. And to be honest, I was under the impression if the game went to replay, we'd be heading up to the West Midlands on Tuesday.
That's Sutton Coldfield. Okay.
It is indeed.
Not Sutton United.
Okay.
Yeah, a bit of history. So we've already done a bit of history on Rhys and Yeading. Okay, so we're not gonna do too much on that. But Sutton, I've always got a soft spot for teams that come into the league, and Sutton are the latest members of the Football League, so I've always got a soft spot for teams like that. Their supporters are in the big time. How exciting that must be for them to get up to League Two, and they're the first league club that we're covering. So a little bit of background on Sutton then. So very much like Rhys and Yeading were formed with 2 clubs merging, Sutton were exactly the same. So Sutton merged in 1898 between Sutton Guild Rovers and Sutton Association FC. They got together in the Robin Hood Hotel, and they decided to become Sutton United. 123 years later, they've made it to the Football League. So good on them. I think that's fantastic. Now, in terms of just a little bit more about the club, if you're interested in things like nicknames, it depends how old you are, I guess, and what you read and what you like. They're either called the Yellows, the U's, or the Amber and Chocolates, which is my favourite because they're one of the few sides in the league that actually have brown in their kits. Now, the other team that I knew of going back a long time was Coventry City, and we'll come back to them in a moment. It's managed by Matt Gray. They play at Gander Green Lane, which has now been renamed the VBS Community Stadium. It holds 5,013 supporters. Now, their seats in that ground were donated by Chelsea when they had their ground redeveloped.
Wow.
So if you go to Sutton United and sit in their stand, there should be that Premier feel about it. So onto the league, where they are now. They did first of all go into the conference in around about 1985. I'm sure someone again will confirm for a year or two out, but around about 1985 they went into the league at the second attempt. They won the Isthmian League. They were due to get promotion to the conference, and they rejected that because the ground wasn't up to standard. The following year they won the competition again. That time they did get promotion to the conference. And there's been a bit of a yo-yo between the Isthmian League and the conference over the years. Now, 2004 they were founder members of the Conference South, so they were their first founder member of the Conference South when that was formed. Eventually got promotion from the Conference South to the National League in 2016. Now they went on a 25-game unbeaten run. Now the interesting fact about that was that one of the few teams that beat them that season at Gander Green was a certain Rhys and Yeading. Okay, so Rhys and Yeading seemed to have a half-decent record against Sutton. And so yes, they got up to the conference 2016, and of course the rest is history. Last year they made it up to the league, which is fantastic from their perspective, and good on them. A bit about the FA Cup. This is going to be a stormer today because both clubs have got fantastic history in the FA Cup. I did mention Coventry City. Okay, the most famous result I would say in the whole of the FA Cup competition was when Sutton beat Coventry City 2-1, 1988. Okay. At that point, Coventry had only won the competition 18 months earlier, and Sutton came down and they beat them 2-1 at Gander Green Lane. So that was one of the biggest shocks. But that was third round. But Sutton have done much better than that. In 2016, they got to the fifth round where they lost to Arsenal. So there's huge pedigree with Sutton. They've been to the fifth round once. After beating Leeds actually in the previous round, been to fifth round once, they've been to fourth round 3 times, the third round 3 times, and coupled with what Rhys and Yeading have done as well. So this is the third year in a row that they've got to the first round. So this should be an absolute stormer. Now, a final bit of fact. Okay, did you know there was a Sutton United Gambia? There's a team called Sutton United in the Gambia.
I did not know that.
Good, I'm glad you didn't know that. Because in 1999, there was a team formed in the Gambia called Young Stars. And story has it that someone went over to the Gambia, they purchased a lot of equipment, and they suggested to the team that they rename themselves Sutton United Gambia, and they're still going to this day. So they play in the third tier of the Gambia League.
Wow.
So there we are.
Any Sutton United Gambia fans out there?
Give us
a wave, say hello.
Yeah, please do. So that's a bit of history, and with both clubs' pedigrees, it's going to be a cracking time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. What I'm also looking forward to is getting inside into the warm.
Yeah.
Let's get to it, and we'll see you in a little bit.
See you shortly.
So we're 10 minutes before the start of the game. Sutton are in all yellow, Hayes and Yeading in red, and we're really looking forward to a good start.
Yeah, it should be a good game. We've actually chatted to a lot of Sutton fans and a lot of Hayes fans. The Sutton fans are a bit worried, I think. Suddenly they are now the ex-non-league club that is now a league club, and they're worried about being on the other end of a giant killing. But I don't know, it'll be a good game.
I think both sets of fans think it's going to be a really, really good game today. So fingers crossed it is. Let's get to our seats and let's see what happens.
Yeah, see you shortly.
See you in a bit.
I always knew EFL was fresh.
Alright, it's half time and it's 0-0. And to be honest, neither team really did an awful lot that half, did they?
I think the look on our faces says it all. One chance each.
Yeah.
A really good chance for Hayes, a missed header, free header in the box. A self-made chance for Sutton. Cracking shot from outside the box, well tipped over by the keeper, but it's not happening in penalty areas, is it?
It's not. And I mean, there's been some good football from both sets of teams. It's just all in the middle of the park, and nothing's really come to anything at all.
No.
They're not, like Johnny just said, they're not getting the ball into the box. Yeah. What more can we say? There's not been an awful lot happening.
Yeah, I think we caught all the action in the first half. So if there's not a lot of action, that was it. But both sides seem to be sizing each other up, and they've sized each other up for a long time, for the whole 45 minutes. I certainly hope we're better in the second half, and fingers crossed we can get a goal. The last thing we want is another replay.
Well, exactly. Do want to shout out to Rhys and Yeading's number 11, I think, Goodraham.
Yeah, Tyler
Goodraham.
Yeah.
He's done really well, actually. He's someone that I've noticed. He's been on both sides of the wing first half, and yeah, he's done some neat little touches and passes. So yeah, one to watch, I think.
Yeah, one to watch. He's running it. He's the only person that's running at this Sutton defence. But listen, talking about shout-outs, quick shout-out to Mark Owen. Mark, if you're going to watch this video, you've not missed much so far, but fingers crossed things will improve in the second half. So, as I say, Mark, if you're watching, we'll see what we can do for you in the second half.
See you in a little bit.
Bang it!
Okay, lads, I've been speaking to them as well.
Make it 3v2. Kobe, get over. Kobe, get over central. Kobe. Foul, good. Tom.
All right, so it's full time. It's 1-0 Sutton. They came out on top the second half, and both teams had a good few chances, I think, but again, not an awful lot of action really, was there?
There was, but Sutton came out with a bit more of intent, I thought, second half. I think that they were solid. I don't think they gave Hayes much, but it was a good goal to finish it. Nice
Really
finish
good
from the edge of the box. Nice curling finish. But again, I think as soon as the goal went in, Hayes battled. And they tried to get back in. And in fact, you know what? As bad as the first half was, I'll be honest, the second half was quite entertaining, I think.
It was, to be fair.
But we're now going to Sutton, so we now leave Hayes and Yeading, which we're sorry to do, but onwards and upwards, and second round of the cup.
We are, and another thing I'd like to point out actually is that what's good about the cup and for the club as well. We've been notified that the average attendance for Hayes and Yeading is normally about 300. Today, we've been told 1,200, which is fantastic. Like I said, for the club. Fantastic for everyone involved, and that's what we love to see.
Yeah, and they've also got the TV money as well, because I think match of the day it's one of the highlights tonight. So
Exactly.
Good on them, really good on them. It's why we do this, to see different grounds, to see different clubs. It's Hayes, it's dark, it's rainy. That's what football's all about, isn't it? But congratulations to Sutton. Well done on a hard-fought victory.
It was. They both fought really well, and they both kind of cancelled each other out in a lot of aspects. So it was a real battle today.
Yeah. So let's get back on the road. 3 hours home. Grab a bit of food.
Let's do it. All right, we'll see you soon.
See you soon.